When it comes to choosing a place to live, there are many factors to consider: climate, transportation options, and crime rates, to name a few. Although it's hard to find a perfect match, a few select cities have the perfect combination of factors that make them the most livable in the world. The Economist Intelligence Unit released its annual Global Livability Index, in which The Economist ranked 140 major cities by averaging the results of 5 metrics: stability, healthcare, environment, education, and infrastructure. Cities in Australia and New Zealand dominate the top 10 spots this year, thanks in part to their pandemic response, and several of these places have made the list year after year with consistently high ratings. While many European and Canadian cities dropped from top 10 rankings, having battled virus waves restricting cultural and sporting events and closing schools and restaurants. Each of the cities mentioned in this video is ranked according to their Global Livability Index published by the Economist Intelligence Unit. Number 10. Brisbane, Australia. This river city has been named the 10th most livable city in the world, beating out Sydney. Its urban development, particularly close to the Brisbane River, has changed the skyline and helped to bolster the appeal of the region to international tourists. Moreover, it is far more affordable for housing and living than its southern counterparts. Brisbane is a welcome addition to the world's most livable cities list. The city experiences more sunny days every year than any other Australian state capital, making it the ideal place to spend time outdoors. Furthermore, it is middle of the pack in cost of living and high in livability, which means residents are getting more bang for their buck. Number 9. Melbourne, Australia. Once a shining star in the livability stakes, Melbourne has slipped this year. After a difficult 12 months with COVID that saw harsh lockdowns and industry under threat, the city is recovering. Nevertheless, it remains one of the most affordable and culturally diverse cities on Earth, and as such has been rewarded. The city shines with all of Australia's best personality traits: sophisticated, stylish, free-spirited, and continues to attract expats and travelers with its world-class art and famed coffee and cuisine. Furthermore, Melbourne ranks 12th among the safest cities in the Asia-Pacific region. The Economist Intelligence Unit ranks Melbourne highly for infrastructure safety, minimizing road and rail accidents. Plus, it offers an awesome arts and culture scene, first-rate universities, and easy lifestyle. Number 8. Geneva, Switzerland. Located on the southern tip of the expansive Lake Geneva, the major Swiss city is a stunning and picturesque region. Geographically, the city is surrounded by the Alps and Jura Mountains, giving Geneva incredible views of dramatic Mont Blanc. With a rich history in finance and banking, the city is one of the world's wealthiest. Furthermore, Geneva is a global city, a financial center, and a worldwide center for diplomacy due to the presence of numerous international organizations, including the headquarters of many agencies of the United Nations and the Red Cross. It hosts the highest number of international organizations in the world. Plus, the city has one of the highest minimum wages in Europe. Number 7. Zurich, Switzerland. Another Swiss city best known for banking and finance, but the area itself offers more than meets the eye. The picturesque lanes of the central old town on either side of the Limmat River reflect its pre-medieval history, while the waterfront promenades have become a major tourist attraction in recent years. Furthermore, the financial climate in Zurich is attractive. It boasts high standards of living, beneficial taxation rates, high levels of income and low crime levels, as well as being secure and politically stable. However, similarly to other influential cities, the cost of living in Zurich is also fairly high. Number 6. Perth, Australia. Perth came in the 6th spot with an overall score of 93.3 and 100s for healthcare, education, and infrastructure. While at times it feels like a country all of its own, fellow Aussies should be happy to claim to Perth this year. The sixth most livable city in the world, Perth has emerged as a surprising tourist destination, thanks to its ultra-modern architecture and stunning beaches. Moreover, it boasts flip-flop weather 9 months of the year, has gorgeous beaches and award-winning wine regions within a 10-minute drive from the city, and best of all, near negligible levels of crime, homelessness, and traffic. But people moving to Perth should be well aware that they are about to settle in one of the most geographically isolated cities on the globe. Number 5. Tokyo, Japan. A perennial finalist in the world's most livable cities, Tokyo has once again performed. This time around, the city scored highly for its industry and nightlife, despite tourism in the sector dropping as a result of the pandemic. Nevertheless, the neighborhoods of Tokyo remain some of the most well-loved anywhere in the world. It is also the largest urban economy in the world in terms of gross domestic product, with some notable universities which attract a lot of international students. Furthermore, Tokyo is a pretty safe city considering its size and density. In fact, last year the Economist named it the safest city in the world. And it's true that you can walk around in most parts of the city, even at midnight, with little fear of being harmed. Number 4. Wellington, New Zealand. The capital of New Zealand may have slipped behind its cultural counterpart, but Wellington is still in the mix for livability. Running at a slightly slower pace, Wellington houses a waterfront promenade, sandy beaches, a working harbor, and colorful timber houses, making it particularly picturesque. There's a reason why Wellington often ranks highly as one of the most livable cities in the world. It offers an exciting mix of exhilarating and easygoing, a compact city with a big heart. Described as a culinary and creative capital, Wellington is all about lifestyle, a place to work to live, not live to work. Additionally, Wellington is an affordable place to live compared to many international cities mentioned in this video. Number 3. Adelaide, Australia. Long gone are the days where Adelaide was known as a nothing town. The South Australian capital was named Australia's most livable city for 2021 thanks to its rising artistic scene and impressive affordability. With massive infrastructure projects currently revitalizing the city center and the port region, expect big things from this sleepy little town in the future. The Economist Intelligence Unit gave it a score of 100, the highest possible score in both education and healthcare, judging availability and quality of both. And the city fared very well in the other categories as well. Furthermore, the city's pristine beaches, world-class restaurants, and aforementioned wine scene certainly add to the livability factor. Number 2. Osaka, Japan. The large port city on the Japanese island of Honshu is best known for its architecture, nightlife, and street food. From the 16th century Osaka Castle to the plum, peach, and cherry blossom trees that line the area, Osaka has a little something for everyone. The city received an index of 94.2 and perfect scores for stability and healthcare. Furthermore, this Japanese city boasts the largest number of expats living in the country, more than 10% of the total number of foreigners living in Japan. Plus, the crime rate, as with most Japanese cities, is very low, with 30,000 overall reported crimes in 2020 for a population of 2.6 million. With all that in mind, Osaka is a very safe city and is an amazing place to live. Number 1. Auckland, New Zealand. With an overall index of 96 and high marks across all categories, including a perfect score for education, Auckland earned the top spot this year, attributed partially to its border closures and low COVID-19 numbers, which allowed cultural attractions and schools to stay open. Thanks to New Zealand's hard lockdown and strict COVID prevention, Auckland has been named the most livable city in the world for 2021. But for anyone who has visited the region, it comes as no surprise. From stunning scenery to the iconic Sky Tower that has views of the super yacht-laden harbor, Auckland has it all. You'll find a city rich in diverse cultures, friendly people, and a huge range of things to see and do. Plus, New Zealanders are known for being friendly and welcoming. Furthermore, it is New Zealand's economic powerhouse and a global city, with easy access to key international markets, particularly Asia Pacific. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more amazing content.